guys, Carl Sorensen, sitesforcontractors.com. Just out for another walk on this nice September afternoon. Today what we're going to talk about is cheap websites and how they actually hurt your business more than they can help you. So it's kind of a bit of a paradox because contractors, regardless of what trade they're in, they'll go out and they'll spend thousands of dollars on their tools, and thousands of dollars on pickup trucks, thousands of dollars on trailers, thousands of dollars on equipment. But when it comes to their website, they think that they can get away with spending a few $100 and we'll have something that's going to keep all their trucks and equipment and tools working on new jobs all the time. And it's kind of a backwards way to think about it. So what are some of the key differences between a website that costs a contractor, say, $500 and maybe a few $100s a month versus a website that costs a contractor a few $1,000s and a few $100s a month to maintain it? Well, the differences are many, and they're not always on the surface. You can't always see them. So for starters, with a low-cost website, or a cheap website, whatever you want to call it, often what they're using is an off-the-shelf theme. So they're using a theme from a theme provider. Theme Forest is a big one out there, where there's thousands and thousands of designers that crank out cheap website themes and they kind of sell them to a mass market. And these allow a web developer to quickly build a fairly nice looking site and launch it fairly quickly for a customer at a low price point. The problem with that is that just because a website looks nice doesn't mean that it's going to work well. And another problem with this is that these sites where they sell these off-the-shelf themes, it's made it really easy for anybody with a computer and an internet connection to throw up a web designer shingle on their door and think that they're a pro digital marketer. And it just doesn't work that way. You know, if you showed most contractors two identical websites, one of them, they both look nice, but one of them is optimized and the other one is not, most contractors wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And the sad part is that a lot of people calling themselves web developers, they can't tell the difference either. So what are some of the ways that a cheap or low-cost web design actually hurts your business? Well, for one, when you're paying a couple $100 for your site and maybe a small management fee every month, what are they doing for you? Are you getting results from that website? Are they putting the time in that's required to get your website to rank very well and actually convert any traffic you get into leads? Now, if you live in a small town or a rural area where there's just not a lot of competition, it might be easy for you to rank. That's not a problem. You can have a very simple website, didn't cost you very much, maybe you built it yourself, and if there's not a lot of competition, there's nobody to compete against. So it's fairly easy for your website to rank well. So if you're in a more competitive area or a more competitive trade, as the population increases and the number of contractors that provide the same services as you increases, it becomes a lot harder. And this is where these websites that cost a few $100 start to become a burden for the business owner. And they become a burden for a number of reasons. We just iterated one. They're not found, so they usually don't have the time put into them to make sure that they get found, but they suffer from other problems. Another one of the problems they suffer from is weak, thin, or duplicate content. And what I mean by that is you might have a weak page footprint, so you might not have enough pages to efficiently cover your services and service areas. The pages that are created for you usually have very weak content on them, so they might have one or two paragraphs of text. Maybe they don't even have that. Maybe they have a few sentences on them, and maybe it's duplicate. Maybe it's content that they've used on several other sites, maybe one or two sites, maybe a few dozen sites. And those duplicate content pages, they're not going to help you. They're not going to help you rank, and it's just a way for a developer to save large amounts of time, because content and writing good quality content, researching good quality content, that takes time. Another thing that you should be concerned about with these websites in that few $100 range is, do you actually own the site, or are you renting the website? So that's important, because if you're going to stick with them for a year and you don't get results for a year, and let's say you've paid them $300 a month, well, after a year that's $3,600, and in reality that you get a pretty decent website for that, and you'd own it 100%. But if you've paid this company $3,600 over a year and you haven't gotten any results, and then you decide to terminate the contract and move on, do you have anything to show for it? So as a contractor who's looking to invest in a website, you want to get a good ROI, you want your website to do something for you, what are a few things that you can do to ensure that the guy you're about to hire knows what they're talking about and can get you the results that you need for your business? So one of the ways that I recommend is to ask them for some references. Pick up the phone and call some of their customers. Is it generating any business for you? And that contractor is going to tell you. And stuff like, oh, my website looks great, or it was put up really fast, or the guy was easy to work with. Those are totally meaningless metrics when it comes to a website, like absolutely meaningless. What you're more concerned with is, yeah, hey, so-and-so built me a website. It took a little while to get it rolling, but I'm getting work through it on the daily or weekly. I'm getting work all the time. I'm getting estimates out there in the hands of people that say they found me on the internet. That's the type of results that you're looking for. Another thing that you can do to kind of vet a designer is you can check out some of their websites and have a look at where they rank in Google for their local market. And to figure out what keywords they're targeting, it's pretty simple. You can just open the website up in your browser. Up on the browser bar, up on the top, you'll see their page tab, and just hover over that tab with your mouse, and their title tag will pop up. And the title tag usually has their primary keywords and location if the web developer's done his job correctly. So you can take those keywords and you can then punch them into Google and check out where that website ranks. And if you can't see it anywhere on the first 2 or 3 pages of Google, they're not doing their job. So it'd be an absolute waste of your time and your money to spend money with that guy or girl or company or whatever it might be. So those are 2 simple checks that you can do to kind of vet a web designer and see if what they're trying to sell you is actually going to be a good solution for your business. So just as a conclusion on this video, if you're a contractor and you're looking to get a website for your company and you want it to do something for your company, you want to get a good return on investment, consider these things. Consider what you're paying for and make sure that the solution that you're about to buy is going to be the solution that's going to help your business. And if it's not, or maybe you can't afford a proper website right now, don't jump the gun and just buy one to have one, because all websites are not created equal. There's a lot of differences between a website that costs $500 and a website that costs several $1,000s. And often those differences are what's going to make the ultimate difference in whether you get found or not and whether that site generates you business. So be careful where you spend your money, guys. You don't want to find yourself spending hundreds or thousands of dollars over a period of a few months or a few years on an ineffective solution that's cost you nothing but money and lost opportunity. And when I talk about lost opportunity, that's the time that you spent fiddling with your website or having someone fiddling with your website and not getting things done. That's the time that your competitors that rank well and have good websites, they're getting jobs from the internet, and you never even had a chance at bidding on them. You never even got the call because, well, nobody can find you. And if you're in business to make money in this day and age, that's a big problem for you.